Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you a couple of clips to watch in regards to an incident that has arose with South Colonie CSD, which is a K-12 school in Albany County. I'm not sure which state that's in. I think it's New York. I think. Don't roast me alive. I could check it up, but it's beside the point. So, this school, what they've done is they have made this girl, we're going to watch the clip, we've got a couple of clips in regards to this to watch. They've made this girl sit in a cold vestibule outside of the school, not physically outside of the building, but outside of the classrooms and that. You see that in there, look, the vestibule, that's where she's got to sit, right? Because she didn't wear a mask. Now, it's actually been made, the mandate was not passed, okay? So it is illegal to do it. But as you're going to see, because I think it's the principal, he comes out and gives the father who's filming this a piece of his mind, because that's what these leftists do. They don't think that you've already heard them yourself. They don't think that your family are yours. They think they have the right to dictate what happens to them. And he says quite clearly that he doesn't care that it's illegal. He doesn't care that it's passed. He's going to do it anyway. Right? And he takes that smug leftist tone with the father. Some of these parents are such good people, and I'll tell you why, right? Because they can restrain themselves in front of these people. I would be like an arco-flagellant. I would be flailing left, right and centre, yeah? Because that smug tone is like a wire brush up my back. It always has been, right? So let's get into this. We've got a couple of clips to watch in regards to it. We'll jump into that now. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. That'll help us stay, hopefully, competitive with CNN and the like, who get priority treatment. I also have a membership scheme you can join. I have 8 amazing, beautiful members who honour and humble me that they actually have become paying members of the Hoggcast. They value my content, and that's a very humbling thing. And you can be member 9 if you so choose. Okay, let's go. Okay, the first clip. This is the father coming to pick the daughter up.
How long were you in that vestibule?
Since 9.
You've been in that vestibule since 9 a.m.
Yes.
You sat right in here since 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Did they come to offer you a drink?
No.
Did they come to offer you food?
No.
Did you ask to use the bathroom?
Yes, but
She looks really upset. You know how like peer pressure and how you're viewed by your peers is very important in Western teenage years. I'm sure if you think back to when you was like that, yeah, that's why they did this. It's got nothing to do with health or anything like that. It's to shame her into compliance. It's the same thing we see with adults. They do the same thing to adults. But this is a good person. This is clearly a good student. You can tell by her tone, she's just answering the questions that her father's asking, yeah? She's not going off on a tangent against the school or anything. She's being reserved. Wouldn't it be good if the teachers could do that? It's like the teachers can learn something from the students. It's like the opposite of the way it should be. But that's the bizarro world we live in.
You were denied that, correct?
Catch walked me outside. He walked me all the way around.
He walked you around the building
Yeah.
to use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the cold.
In the cold?
Oh, yeah.
What, do you have you go in the outhouse?
No. I went inside. But
Okay.
he made me walk all the way around because I wouldn't wear a mask.
Okay, so you've been in here for 6 hours.
Yes.
Okay. What time is it right now?
1:41.
Say it louder.
1:41.
My daughter has been in here since 9 a.m. It is now 1:41 p.m. without access to food, water, or a bathroom. Let that be on public record. Let's go.
Okay, so now he's going to take his daughter home. So now we have a confrontation. Right, we're going to go to the next clip, which is a confrontation between him, I believe his name is Vic, and who I believe is the principal, but he's obviously someone high up, because he's come out and he's going to do the whole thing. The message, as another much more famous YouTuber coined the term. Sorry, I'm just blabbering on. Let's go. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so Principal Skinner and the parent. So straight away he's got his hand out. You know, it's like, what are you, like, he's the king, you see. So, what are you doing on my land? You know, you're not supposed to be here.
Stop recording.
So he says straight away, stop recording. That's his priority. He's gonna, in a minute, when Vic, the father, doesn't stop recording, he's immediately gonna change his stick to, you know, all safety, all da 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 da. But the first priority he had was to stop the parent recording. We see that a lot with these teachers. Because they know what's coming. They know that they're doing wrong. Deep down they know. But their dedication to their ideology is what is most important.
Let's just have a conversation.
Why would I stop recording this?
Let's
This is video evidence of what's happening.
You have no evidence. You don't even have a right to be here at this point.
You have no evidence, you don't even have the right to be here. So he's basically acknowledging that a crime is taking place, but he's saying that you have no evidence of it. Think of that. Think of that. You don't have any evidence. This is a classic bad guy. And he's working in your school.
Except to pick your daughter up and take her.
Why doesn't she have a right to be here?
I don't want to argue with you.
Of course you don't. You just want to dictate terms. You want to wag your finger, tell someone. You live your life to tell people what they can't do. Yeah? That's the difference between left and right. Right, and these differences are growing by the day. The left live to tell you what you can't do. The right live to tell you what you can do.
I just want to show you, this was sent at 8:02. I've been dealing with your daughter since 7:30 this morning.
By dealing with, what he means is trying to force her to wear a mask that she doesn't have to wear by law.
Okay. This is a dust storm.
Exactly.
Of your making. Yeah? So he's admitted that that a crime he's backhanded admitted that he's doing wrong. Yeah? I won't go as far as saying crime, but he's admitted that he's doing wrong. He then laughs at him and says, well, you haven't got any evidence of it. Yeah, it's like the OJ. But did I really do it? Or what was it, sorry, that OJ Simpson said? Oh, that's it. Could I have done it? That's essentially what he's going with, yeah? And now he's saying he's admitting as well that it's a dust storm of his making. Now we're getting to an understanding of why he wanted the father to immediately stop filming, yeah? He wanted to just lay down the law in private without anyone knowing, and then the father going off like a beaten dog. That's what he hoped would happen.
I know it is.
The dust is not settled yet, and you're making the problem worse by doing what you're doing.
So this is the problem with Western society. We are hyper-focused on secondary problems. Him recording you is the secondary problem. You behaving like a tyrant is the first problem. You deal with that, then the father will deal with the filming. Okay?
There's a letter that I got from my superintendent this morning. Okay?
So there you go, look, he's going back in, he's got nothing to say. Yeah? These people, they don't want to talk to you. They don't think you have any right over anything that is yours. They just want to come in, say to you, you can't do that, you can't do this, and then walk off. That's what they want to do.
We're doing the best we can to enforce the school policy for the safety of students.
See, if you notice, Dave Perry says it is not under appeal, and it says it's illegal.
But at this time,
it's illegal, but at this time, we're going to enforce it anyway.
Mask usage in South Colony will continue.
They can't continue.
It will continue at your school, yes, like you've just said. But the mandate law was not passed. You've already admitted twice that you're doing wrong, but you're going to continue doing it anyway.
It's illegal.
And you may very well be right.
All right, so
and now he's admitted. So they're admitting that you're right, but they're going to do it anyway. Stop, and I'm speaking directly to this pencil-necked idiot here. Stop. Ask yourself, what are you doing, right? You're not sticking it to the Conservatives. You're not owning Drumpf. You're just making yourself look like an idiot. And you're destroying whatever professional reputation you had to begin with, which probably wasn't too much, yeah?
So you're going to have my daughter sit here all day long?
At this point in time, she he has to leave. We're enforcing the mask.
Okay, so
We just
give her suspension letters, give her notice of discipline, and have the police department come down here and they can arrest both of us.
At this point, right now,
You are going.
See, look, he's looking all over the place because he's confused because he's had his bluff called. He's trying to use the tactics he uses on children on adults, but it's not working because he obviously calls the bluff of children or tries to intimidate the youngsters, and that would probably work, but with an adult it's not working. And you can see this confused look on his face because he's dealing with an adult now. He doesn't really know how to respond. He's already admitted twice that what he's doing is illegal. He then, in the beginning, if you can remember, he smugly said, well, you haven't got any evidence. He then demanded he stopped filming after he said, well, you haven't got any evidence, because he realised how stupid he's made himself look. But this, look, it's like a frightened deer, because he's trying to use the tactics he uses on youngsters on an adult, and it's not working. Imagine how absurd your position has to be to say that you know something's illegal twice, but you're going to do it anyway, right?
Going to be held personally liable for this. Personally, not the school
I don't
district.
appreciate the threat.
Personally.
He's not, see how smug he just walks up. He's not threatening you, right? He's not doing that. He's saying that you will be personally held accountable, yeah? Which you should do. The only reason you're responding like that is because you don't think that as a parent he has the right to challenge you on anything. You spent too long lording it over very small human beings. But when you encounter a large one the same size as you don't know how to respond. Disgusting. This is all you get. They want to talk at you and then just walk off. This is all you get with these leftists. They just want to go dirt, and then disappear. Nothing is ever going to get better while you have people like this literally dictating terms. Yeah. Society's going to keep getting fractured until people like this really do get held accountable for everything they've done to society. Everything. Because they're like a wrecking ball through communities. These woke type people, they just wreck. They just go through communities and destroy everything in their path. And then when you try and talk to... By rights, you don't have to talk politely, yeah? But have you noticed that every time these conservative parents, they're very polite, they just want to talk. They want to understand you. Have you ever noticed that they don't return the favour? They don't want to understand you. They don't want to talk to you. They want to talk down to you. They want to tell you what you can't do. They want to give you an order. And then they just walk off. Disgusting. And finally, we have another one from Vic. This time we have one of the school enforcers, you could call him. So this is the interaction between Vic and the smooth-brained enforcer.
As she go up there and try to speak to him, the faster she goes back in, is what I'm saying. Wasting time here is not getting, we're just spinning wheels.
We're not wasting time here. We're not wasting time here.
And there you go, but he just puts his eyes up. It's like they think they're talking to you see, when they've spent too long intimidating very small people, right? They think talking down to you with that smug, well, we're just wasting time here attitude's gonna work the same when it doesn't, yeah? You're talking to adults, upset adults over how their child's being treated, and you talk to them like they're nothing whilst they're being polite to you.
Because...
But she can't come back in until she puts the mask on. That I can tell you. That's a fact.
Okay, what about all the other children in school that don't have masks on right now? There's dozens of them.
Okay,
so he looks straight around like, he's woken up now. Beep, 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 beep.
If we see them, we will tell them. Victor was one. I guess Victor's going to wear his mask now. He's going to stay.
Because you guys are
Because
threatening
you guys
him.
are threatening him. He's doing it under duress.
And you see now he's been caught, you see, because he doesn't know how to talk to adults. He's too used to dictating terms. Look at the uniform he's wearing. He's covered all over the place with wires and weapons and everything, yeah? He's got his vest on, puffed up. Like, his job is to intimidate children, right? That's his job. But now he's come face to face with the results of that. Sure, little Vic put his mask back on, because look at the person telling him to. Do you think little Vic's going to disobey this person? And that's what the father was saying. And you can tell it finally registers with this idiot. Yeah, because you can see the look on his stupid face. Look, watch again.
Dozens of them.
If we see them, we will tell them. Victor was one. I guess Victor's going to wear his mask now. He's going to stay.
Because you guys are
Because
threatening him.
Right, so they say, because you guys are threatening him. Now watch his face, yeah? 'Cause he realises he's put his foot in it, yeah? He realises that he needs to, if he's going to debate with adults, you need to start thinking, yeah?
You're threatening him. He's doing it under duress.
See?
You're violating constitution.
That, see, now he's took the child like, you know when a child does that, they kind of go, you know where they know you're right, but they can't admit you're right. So they do that weird kind of head shaking thing. They look away and they kind of just shake their head. I think it's like a self-defense mechanism. I don't really know why. But look, he knows he's been caught. What? This is why Western schools are in such a dire straits, particularly public schools. They're full of idiots.
Constitutional law.
Once again, you need to go to the district office.
There you go. It's just pass the buck on. The father and the mother made some very good points to him. His response is just to shake his head and say, go and speak to the principal or go and speak to this office. Well, he's done that, and they don't want to have a word with him. They don't want to even discuss it. Even though in the last clip, as you saw, they admitted that it's not law. But they're going to do it anyway. Well, if it's not law and you're going to do it anyway, well then, we can just not do it anyway. Do you see what I mean?
We are going to keep on spinning wheels.
Okay, so
Your best bet is to go to the district office and go talk to Dr. Perry. That is your best bet right now.
where's a suspension document?
She's not suspended.
Okay,
She just
so
So laughing like it's a joke. It's a joke to these people. They don't know what they're doing. I said a minute ago, if you didn't skip through it, because I know I interrupt a lot, but you know it really pisses me off when I see all this crap. Yeah. But I said a minute ago, these woke type people are like a wrecking ball through communities. And when you politely point out to them, hey, you're destroying everything, they just laugh at you.
then why does she have to leave
She's
school?
in violation
So
of the
who's going to
mandate.
force her to leave school?
So he said she's in violation of the mandate. The mandate wasn't passed. Listen again.
Violation
So
of the
who's going to
mandate.
force her to leave
It's not passed. It wasn't passed.
school?
Well, Dr. Perry wants me to arrest you for not leaving. I don't want to arrest you. I'm just looking for a...
The reason why you don't want to arrest him is because you know you'll get sued. Because you'll be arresting somebody for complaining that the school is enforcing a mandate that wasn't passed. That is a recipe for legal action, really. I'm surprised you haven't been sued already.
civil answer to this.
I want
solution.
you. I would enjoy you arresting both
I don't
of
want
us.
to
You
arrest
know
you.
that.
I know.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
do.
will sue the town of Colonie, the
Clearly
Colonie
avoiding
Police
that.
Department.
Clearly avoiding that.
Yeah, you're clearly avoiding that because you know you're in the wrong. As he just said, he would sue you. He would sue the police department because you're going to enforce a quote-unquote mandate that wasn't passed. That's like me being a police officer, right, and saying there's a new law that anyone who... That's like, how can I put it? For example, someone wanted to create a law, yeah, and it didn't pass. And then I say that I'm going to enforce that law on you anyway. Would that be constitutional? Would I say, well I'm just still going to do it? Even though it wasn't passed, I'm still going to mess with you and your family, right? And we'll just call it a mandate. Well, we're mandated to do it. And even though the mandate didn't get passed, even though it failed, we're still going to do it anyway. Right, that is a recipe for legal action, and you know it. That's why you're not going to arrest him.
Yes.
But at the same time, I mean, if you want to sit here all day, this is not going to solve anything. Sitting in this foyer is
That's
not
fine.
going to solve anything.
That's fine.
You go up to the district office and have an adult conversation with Dr. Perry.
How can you talk about adult conversation? You spend your life talking down to people, usually very small people. And now you're going to talk about an adult... You're the one saying you're going to enforce something that wasn't passed. Don't talk to us about adult conversation. What do you know about it?
I'm sure he
Oh,
might.
Dr. Perry, who wants me arrested here? What's he gonna do up there?
I know.
Immediately call you guys. You guys.
Thank you. That's exactly what would happen. Because you've seen these people, they don't want to talk to you. I reckon that they took the fact that the mandate wasn't passed into law personally. I think they've took it personally. I think they've painted themselves into a corner and they don't know how to get out of it. Maybe they don't want to get out of it. I don't know. Trying to understand the reasoning behind these morons is beyond... Look, he's not even interested. He's just on his phone. Look, this is this person's daughter who he's raised. The mother's there as well. They've raised their daughter from a very small, from like birth. This is obviously affecting her a lot. Bearing in mind, again, I've said it a lot, the mandate isn't passed, but they're still doing it. And then when they try and respectfully bring up the issues, look, he's just looking down on his phone. He's probably playing Candy Crush or something. I wouldn't put it past him. His job's not particularly difficult, is it?
You guys will have SRT out and everybody else coming up there.
That's gonna happen. Too much overtime.
Just, how do these people stay calm talking to these people? Look at him, like, laughing. Just laughing like it's a joke. Look, now he's looking away. How do you do it? How do you stay calm around these people? Their attitude, it's like nothing's sacred to the progressive crowd. Everything sacred exists for them to flip it over. Everything good and pure is theirs to despoil. That's the way that they clearly see things. Just look at the body language. He's not interested at all. It's the injustice of it.
Mom? Anything?
Did he just call for his mum? Mum anything?
Mom? Anything?
I'm just here to support my daughter.
Oh, right. It's I thought it was his mum. No, it's he's saying mum as in the girls. So look, he's basically taunting them now. Mum, anything? He's taunting them.
I know, we're all supporting her. We are trying to support her. Trust me, I don't want to wear the stupid thing either, Mom. I don't.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I think he's just realised how stupid he's made himself look, so he's trying to backpedal now. Look, let's go back. So, he's taunting the parents now.
Mom? Anything?
I'm just here to support my daughter.
I know, we're all supporting.
See, this despicable piece of crap, it really is, right? It's a joke. Remember this, your life to him is a joke. Yeah? Keep that in mind. Look, I'm going to leave it there, man, because it's just the same. Look at him, look. Mum, anything? It's like, imagine if your house was burgled, right? Imagine if your house was on fire, for example. And then I came down the street and I was laughing and saying, oh, you're going to have to find a new home. Would you appreciate that? Right? I don't think you would you? These people have no... The gulf between right and left is so vast now. We literally see things completely differently. We see north, they see south. We see west, they see east. We see up, they see down, right? It's too far. You can't reason with this idiot. You could stand there all day and you could draw in pictures. Nothing would... He'd just laugh. He'll just laugh at you. Because he doesn't get what's going on. He doesn't understand the depth of anger that's existing at the moment. And still, after all of these insults and taunts, the parents remain peaceful. They're not laughing. They're not insulting him. They remain calm and respectful. And they're dealing with someone like this. It really just boils my urine. Anyway, look, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.